here to speak to you about yoga. I'm here to speak to you about yoga and how you cope at the end of a school day when you're feeling tired, when you're exhausted, when you've had one of those days where everything has gone swirly. Children have been upset, you feel like you've coped, but maybe not quite coped well enough to really be what you wanted to be for them. And those moments are tough. They're really tough. That's the part of being a teacher where you really kind of come into that real feeling of very, very alive, but very, very challenged at the same time. And I just want to share with you just a really simple thing that you can do to just help yourself feel a little bit more settled at the end of the day. It's not going to make it go away. It's not going to make tomorrow into all singing, all dancing, HMIE, wonderful lesson, or anything like that. But hopefully it will bring you back to that feeling of you-ness. And that feeling of being just a little bit more present and able to cope with whatever your day was. So first of all, if you would like to just settle yourself down, so just get comfy on your chair. I'm going to do it with you. So I've got my feet up, so I've got my feet down now. I've got my soles of my feet on the floor. Back of my waist is just nestling into the back of the chair. And it's that feeling like you can let your back just rest into it a little bit more. So rather than that feeling just a little bit alert, just see if you can snuggle back into your chair. Think about, what is it, Baloo on Bare Necessities. You know, he just gives himself just a little ease out. And then with your feet, can you let your feet, look how big my hands are on this video. Can you let your feet get that little bit heavier on the floor? So it's almost like you get a little bit curious about what's underneath your feet. What can you feel inside your shoes and with the texture of your socks or the underside of the sole of your shoe? What can you feel? What's alive in your feet? And can they just get a little bit stickier? So it's almost like, it's not like you're trying to press them into the floor and everything gets hard, just you're getting a little bit curious about what's going on in your feet and what is the experience of your feet right now. So we've got our feet settled, you've got your back nicely released, and now you're going to just give your shoulders just a little bit of a knees up. And can you start by just letting them get tense, letting them feel a bit yucky and a bit like eek? You know, that kind of tight feeling where you just notice when your shoulders are up like this, you go, oh yeah, actually I do feel really, really tense. I do feel really, really not quite right. And then just slowly let them have a little wriggle, let them settle down. And you might want to move your head. You might find that you feel other areas of tension now. So you might find that what you're doing right now is just shuggling and moving a little bit and feeling a little bit kind of unusual, like, what's going on here? But that's okay, that's part of the process. Because what we're doing is we are allowing the physical body to reset itself down. So once you've got your shoulders softened, your neck just that little bit longer, a little bit easier, I just want you to take your hands up over your head and just settle your hands into the back of your head. And you're just going to let your head gently rest back into your hands. So it's a feeling, what you'll notice, I've just changed the position of my back because I want a little bit more space to move. But my hips are steady on the ground, and what I'm doing now is, you can't see it, but I've got my diaphragm and I'm just letting it lift a little. I'm letting my back arch back just a touch, just enough so I get that feeling of a little bit of aliveness through my spine, a little bit of a feeling of muscular release because I'm lengthening my muscles through my torso a little bit. So you're just going to imagine that you're gently lifting your elbows up slightly towards the ceiling, you're sinking your shoulders down, and you're just going to take a really nice breath here. So take a breath in, whether it's your diaphragm, whether it's your tummy that's moving. Just notice that big, wide, soft, easy in-breath. And breathe out, let it soften. And take a couple more breaths like that in your own time. So when you're doing this breathing, it's the feeling like you're on holiday. It's the feeling like all is well. There's a little bit of sun on your skin. You can maybe imagine a little bit of waft of fresh air. You feel like there's time for you, that life is just fine in this moment, right now. So you take an easy breath, letting your shoulders lean back as much or as little as you would like. Letting your head get a little bit heavy in your hands so you can release the neck muscles and so you can take the weight off your head. And then you're going to gently bring yourself back up to just natural sitting. You just lengthen up through the elbows, lengthen your back a little. Give your hands a stretch up to the ceiling, get your fingers moving. My fingers are doing a little bit piano right now. And then ease your shoulders out and down, let it get soft, let it get relaxed. And then you might want to just get up and get busy and get on with the marking. You might find after a really tough day that you're just like, no, head down, head heavy, I've had enough. That's okay too. Just give yourself a moment. Give yourself a moment to be you so that tomorrow you can be your best you, or at least an okay you, because sometimes an okay you is all the world needs. Thank you.